This podcast is sponsored by ScienceBasedLearning.com. Discover your passion for languages with our innovative ebook, audiobook, and video system. Maximize retention using spaced repetition. Start your journey today.
How Emotions Influence Language Acquisition, a guide for adult language learners. Discover how emotions impact language learning and why managing feelings boosts retention and motivation for adults learning a new language. How emotions influence language learning, what every adult learner should know. When it comes to language learning, most people focus on grammar rules, vocabulary lists, speaking practice, and immersion. But there's a less obvious yet powerful factor shaping our progress and success: our emotions. Whether you're trying to learn a new language for travel, career advancement, or personal growth, understanding how emotions influence language acquisition can transform your approach and help you stay motivated. The link between emotions and language acquisition. Language is more than just a system of symbols and sounds. It's deeply intertwined with how we feel and interact with others. Neuroscience and educational psychology research show that emotions have a significant impact on our brain's ability to process and retain new information. Adults engaged in language learning often experience a range of emotions, from excitement and curiosity to frustration and anxiety. These feelings don't just stick around silently, they actively influence how the brain absorbs and recalls new words and grammar patterns. Positive emotions boost retention and confidence. Positive emotions like enthusiasm, joy, and curiosity trigger the release of dopamine, a feel-good neurotransmitter that plays a key role in memory formation and motivation. When you feel good while learning, your brain is more receptive and you retain information longer. This is why engaging lessons, fun conversations, or cultural exposure can make adult language learning more effective. Motivation. Enjoying the learning process keeps you coming back consistently, and consistency is one of the most important factors in effective language acquisition. Confidence. Experiencing small wins, like completing a conversation or understanding a joke, boosts self-confidence, which lowers the fear of making mistakes. Creativity. Positive emotional states foster creative thinking, which is essential when trying to build sentences with unfamiliar grammar or vocabulary. Negative emotions can hinder progress, but they're manageable. On the other hand, anxiety, fear, embarrassment, and frustration are common emotions many adult learners face. These can trigger the body's stress response, flooding the brain with cortisol, which negatively impacts working memory and reduces the ability to process new language input. For example, speaking in front of native speakers or making mistakes can create a fear of judgment. This fear can cause avoidance behaviors, limiting practice opportunities. The challenge isn't that these feelings make language learning impossible, it's that they create barriers that slow down progress. How to turn emotional challenges into language learning strengths. Understanding these emotional dynamics means you can take active steps to support your learning journey. Build a supportive environment. Surround yourself with patient conversation partners or communities where mistakes are accepted as part of learning. Set small, achievable goals. Celebrate milestones like learning a set number of new words or holding a brief conversation to maintain positive momentum. Practice mindfulness. Techniques like deep breathing or journaling can help reduce anxiety before practicing speaking or taking tests. Use engaging and enjoyable materials. Watching favorite shows, listening to music, or reading about topics you love in your target language keeps learning fun and emotionally rewarding. Self-compassion. Recognize that frustration and mistakes are natural. Treat yourself with kindness instead of harsh criticism. Emotions and the science of language learning. The science of language learning emphasizes that maintaining a positive emotional state optimizes brain function and speeds up acquisition. Factors like spacing out study sessions, practicing recall, and immersive experiences are all enhanced when learners feel motivated and emotionally balanced. Whether you're trying to understand complex grammar structures or build natural conversation skills, managing your emotions plays as much of a role as memorizing words. Remember, learning a language is a long-term journey, and emotions provide the fuel for that journey. Practical tools to support your emotional and learning journey. If you're interested in a system that combines the best of the science behind spaced repetition with practical language exercises, ScienceBasedLearning.com offers a simple ebook, audiobook, and video language learning system alongside an online practice app. This program is designed to maximize learning and retention by leveraging scientifically backed techniques and can reinforce a positive, confidence-building approach to your studies. Being mindful of your emotional state while using such a system can make your language acquisition faster, more enjoyable, and less stressful. So if you're looking for a smart, science-based way to improve and maintain your motivation, it's worth checking out. Final thoughts. The emotional dimension of adult language learning is often overlooked, but crucial. By recognizing how your feelings influence your brain's ability to absorb and recall language, you can create a learning experience that's not just effective, but also rewarding. Keep your emotions in check, cultivate positivity, and remember that every emotion, even frustration, can teach you something valuable. Language acquisition isn't just about memorizing rules, it's about engaging with a new culture, mindset, and way of communication. And that's as much about the heart as it is about the mind. Check out ScienceBasedLearning.com to explore a well-rounded, science-based approach to mastering your next language with confidence and ease.